Greetings, Dudes, post of other genders and persuasions. How are you all doing? Okay, so any of you that know me from Twitter, Facebook, etc. know I've been helping a friend out recently, and as he said so in his own video, I guess it's no big secret I've been helping Chris Thompson, aka SupRicky06. Now if you go check out his channel, SupDaily06, you will see that he's been caught up with this huge eBay scam. Now he knows he's been an idiot, okay, so don't go telling him off or anything like that, right? But basically he got duped into sending off his package before he'd received payment for it. Yes, I know. So he turned to his fans for help and also to let other people know not to fall for this same scam. Anyway, I obviously saw his video and sent him a message saying if I can help out in any way, you know, to just let me know, because, you know, I'll do anything to help out a friend, you know, especially if they're in trouble or stuff, you know. Well, to my surprise, he actually messaged me back asking could I contact the police over here for him and to see if they can help and, you know, to see what he can do at his end, sort of like help and advice, you know, so I did. And they said contact Action Fraud, report it to eBay, PayPal, etc, etc, which I know Chris had already done. I'll just go and watch his videos and you'll see what he did, you know. Go watch him, go on. You watch them? Yeah? Good, now I don't have to explain as much. Anyway, okay, so the latest update is the best one. Now, I've had many people asking me what I did to get Chris's package sent back to him for free, so I just thought I'll let you know, so here's what I did. Now, we knew his package was still at the sorting depot waiting for the charges to be paid, like the customs charges and stuff like that, but I've been doing some research into the Task Force website and stuff like that, and I found out how he could get it back. So after phoning several different post offices and customer services, etc, I got hold of the number for the depot where it was being held. So anyway, I call the depot and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning UK my time sort of thing, so I phoned when it first opened. And I talked to some guy and he says like, I don't know what to do, I'll get a manager to call you back. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. Anyway, a couple of hours later there's still no call. So I messaged Chris on Skype to tell him. Now bearing in mind it's about 2 o'clock in the morning for Chris, right, and he should be sleeping, right? But anyway, he messages me back asking how it's all going. So I tell him about the depot, blah 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 blah, how I'm waiting for a call back, and I said, well, yeah, I'm not going to wait anymore, I'm going to call the depot again. So I did. This time I actually get through to a manager, so I explain everything to him again, you know, about the scam and blah 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 blah, you know, and excuse me, and he's like, oh, what's the crime reference number? So I'm like, oh, I don't know, hang on a minute, my friend's on Skype, I'll ask him. Type, message, asking stuff like that, So a few message laters and stuff like that, you know. He comes back on the line and he says, the manager says, oh that's alright, don't worry about it, sort of thing. So I say to him, like, you know, how Chris is willing to pay the customs charge and willing to pay any delivery to get it back and what have you. And now I've been talking to some really nice people at the other post offices and like customer services and stuff like that, and basically I'm just buttering this guy up big time, you know, really playing up to it. Anyway, so eventually the manager says to me, says, oh well leave it with me and I'll sort it out for you, you know. So I say, well thank you very much, sort of thing, you know. How much does Chris have to pay and how does he pay it and what have you? And then the manager turns around and says, he says, oh, don't worry about that, I'll have it sent back to him for free. And I'm like, what, really, you sure? And the manager says, yeah, I'll sort it out, might take a couple of weeks, you know, but I'll make sure he gets it back, sort of thing. And I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just like, oh well, thank you sir, thank you so very much, you know, you sir are a diamond, you're a gem, you know. And it's sort of like, gushing, absolutely gushing, you know, with gratitude and stuff like that, and thank you for my friend as well, and what have you, you know. And the chap's like, that's alright, he said, don't worry about it, you know, he said, I'll make sure it's all sorted at my end. So I'm like, oh, well, thank you so much, sort of thing. So I messaged Chris to tell him what the manager had said, and Chris is like, well, actually, I can't say what Chris said because it was sort of like happy cursing, a few swears. But anyway, you know, so he was just sort of like happy over the moon like the rest of us are, and apparently there was a happy dance involved. But anyway, needless to say, you know, I told him all what the manager said, so now we've all got our fingers crossed that it gets back to him without any more problems, you know. But either way, we won. And in the words of Chris, F you eBay scammers! And by the way, Chris, this is a happy dance.